morning, everyone. Thank you for coming today. And my name is Louis Miller. I own a company called Benefit Resource Group. What I do is I help small to medium-sized companies with their employee benefit plans, such as group health insurance, dental, disability, 401k, all those the kind of things that make employees happy at the workplace and keep employers happy because they get to keep their employees. That's what I do. Now, I'm looking to talk to a couple of different people today. The first group of people are real high achievers, people who make plenty of money, people who are just thrilled to be in their workplace, who just wake up every day and just ecstatic and happy to go to work. Okay? You know any of those kind of people? How about people who get all the time that they want on the personal level, all the time with their family, their wives, their husbands, their kids, who don't have to miss a ball game, who don't have to miss a school play. Those kind of people I'd like to talk to as well. The other reason I want to talk to those people is because maybe they're high achievers and they're drivers and they're happy with their lives, but they just don't know how to quite get to the next level. Because there is a next level that maybe they can get to. The other type of person I want to talk to, they're high achievers too, and they're drivers and they're visionaries and they've got all sorts of great ideas and terrific purpose in their life, but maybe they're just not in the right place. They've never quite put themselves in position in their professional life to be all that they can be. They don't get enough time with their family. They're tired, just tired and frustrated because they have to miss their kids' ball games and school plays and watch their kids grow up and life is rolling by them way too quick. And maybe they're just not living their entire purpose. Maybe they're thinking, gosh, is this all there is? I want to spring out of bed in the morning instead of drag myself out of bed. Who wants to do that? Those people I want to talk to, because I'll tell you what, I've never been happier in my life, and I've done this for 20 years. And if I can bring somebody else up to this level, nothing would make me happier. And over the course of 20 years, I've learned a lot. I've owned my own business. I've worked for somebody else. I've worked in large corporation. I've worked in small corporation. I've worked in a medium corporation. And at the end of that, I'm back to working for myself. And there's a really good reason for that. I worked for a family-owned business. And guess what? Guess how far you're going to go in a family-owned business where somebody else holds the keys to the business? Not very far. Okay? The second place I worked, large corporation. That large corporation, can you take one guess what they were interested in? Driving profit and driving stock price. That's all they cared about. They don't care about the client. They don't care about the people. They just pound on you for driving the revenue number. Very depressing place to work. The third place I worked for was large, great opportunity, the most horrible person I've ever worked for in my life. Just ethically challenged, let's put it that way. All three of those situations taught me something very valuable. Okay? I don't want to put my life and my future in someone else's hands. Real simple. I want control of my own life. I want control of my own future. I want control of my own finances. And I want control of my own happiness. I figured that out. Now, luckily, I figured it out before it was too late. Because all I was doing was making people wealthy who were not as smart as me, who were not as driven as me, and who were not as ethical as me. Tired of doing that. Not doing it anymore. I'm taking control of what I do. So about a year ago, I started thinking, why don't I bring what has been so fulfilling in my life to other people? And the first thing I thought of is, I don't want to offer the same opportunity as everybody else in town is offering. I want to offer something that brings something to the prospective producer, which is they can own their business, They can make as much money as possible, and they don't have to answer to anyone in the organization. They can actually own something that they will own the rest of their lives. Guess what? We have a system where you can come here, you can be as happy and make as much money as you want to make, and you can make money for the rest of your life, whether you're in this business or not. You're actually building a pension. Terrific idea. Sound interesting?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so too. I think it's a lot of fun. I think it can be incredibly exciting. And if you know anybody that may fit into one of those two categories, I think we ought to have a conversation just to at least see if it fits. It may not. It's not going to work for everyone. Some people love punching a time clock and being told what to do. Those people I can't help. But people who want something more in their life, I can certainly help.
Louis, I was just wondering, can anyone from any industry join your organization, or are you looking for a specific person that has a background in what you do?
It helps if you know a little bit, but I don't think that's the most important thing. If I find a good person who's willing to really put them out there for their fellow man, I can always teach the insurance part. Plus, when you join our organization, we're not throwing you out on the street and say, go make us money. We're helping you build your business. There's a whole different philosophy to that. That means that you're joining a team. And I'm going to have a little financial stake in this, of course. We're all here to make money. But I'm here to help you grow your business. And so you and I are going to work together to make this happen.
First, is there training? Would I receive training? And then also, would I have an office space, or do I do this out of my home?
Great question. What I want is I want to create an environment that we're all about making you successful. We're going to provide extensive sales training, extensive product training, and I'm going to be with you every step of the way. We're going to have office space, we're going to have backroom support, anything you need to make yourself successful. But you know what? If you get up in the morning and you don't need to go see a client and you want to make some phone calls in your pajamas from home, terrific. This is about a lifestyle. This is about you creating your business the way you want to create it. We're here for you. But if you want to stay home in your pajamas for the day, I'm good with that too.
Louis, what are the characteristics of someone who will find success in this business?
The person that's going to find success in this business is someone who's passionate about their own life, making their own life better, living a great life. Passionate about their family, and passionate about living a purpose-filled life. A person who cares about doing good things for other people and wants to work in a professional environment where they're respected. And the people who want to work within a team environment and care about other people, perfect people for this business.
So Louis, a friend of mine's a health insurance broker, and she's been doing this for a while. What would I say to her? What are you offering that she doesn't have available to her currently now?
That's a great question. It's possible nothing. Maybe she's got everything she needs. Maybe she's got all the support, the backroom support. Maybe she's got the best account manager in town. Maybe she's got the availability to go to any insurance company in town and write their products, and maybe her clients are just ecstatically happy and she can't do any more for them. So it's possible nothing I can do for her. However, if she's tired of walking into a big client, finally getting in front of somebody that she really wants to work with, and she's getting aced out by the big houses in town that walk in with big teams and real impressive and that kind of thing, and she's just the lone wolf on the street, she's feeling lonely out there, and she's losing business that way, we can really help her, because now she's going to be part of a terrific team that's working for her to be successful. Okay.
Hi, Louis. Say someone's interested. What does the next step look like?
Great question. The next step, if someone has a little, even just a little bit of interest, if anything I'm saying just rings a bell at all, the next step would be let's just get together for 5-10 minutes, just to talk. And the only reason we'd be talking is just to see if there's any reason to keep talking. That's it. Just answer some questions and see if this is a fit, because I'll tell you, it's not a fit for everyone. It really isn't. I'm not a fit for everyone. My business isn't a fit for everyone, but it could be a fit. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend a lot of time making sure it's a fit for you. Nobody's going to sell you a job. This isn't a job. This is a lifestyle and a career choice. And I'm going to make sure it fits you before you spend any time in this.
Louis, it sounds like one of the things that makes you different is you're actually offering an ownership opportunity versus a sales position. Is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, Chris, I'm glad you brought that up because you really are on target with that question. You're exactly right. We're not looking to hire a sales force at all. I've spent a lot of time figuring this out. And one of the things I figured out that in my industry, I meet a lot of people who do the same thing that I do. And a lot of them work for some real established firms. And many of them are miserable. And the reason they're miserable is because they are doing nothing but working for someone else and making someone else money. What I'm offering is something completely different. I'm offering the opportunity for somebody to come join my organization and own something, be part of something, build something for themselves. They're actually building ownership equity is what they're going to be doing. They're building their own agency as part of a greater whole. So it's the best of both worlds. You're going to get to be part of a team, part of a terrific team, but you're going to build something for yourself that not only pays you today, but you're going to build ownership. You're going to have a piece of the pie. So that at the end of whenever this is that you don't want to do this anymore, and you're relying on your Social Security, your 401k, you're also going to have a pension from this job that's going to pay you as long as the business stays on the books.
Louis, can you tell me if I would come to work for you, what would be the expectation before I would start to see any kind of revenue?
That's actually a terrific question. However, I'm going to reframe it just a little bit if I can. Is that all right? You wouldn't be coming to work for me. We'd be working together. And mainly, I'd be working for you, helping you build your business. So as far as revenue is concerned, we've built in a model that allows you to make as much as you want to make, as much as you're capable of making. And that can mean different things to different people. I've had people that are just thrilled to death with making $25,000 a year. And it's because they want to just work a little bit. Hey, that's up to them. Or, sky's the limit. You can make as much as you want to make, and I'd be thrilled to death if you did. So I guess the answer to your question is income potential is up to you. But the reality of it is you and I are going to be working together to achieve that. And you're going to own it forever.
So, Louis, I do know several people who work for the big brokerage firms in town, and I know one of their frustrations is that they're very limited in products that they can offer to their potential clients. How would you address that?
That's a great question, Michelle, because I know a lot of people in this industry as well, and you're right. There's a lot of frustration out there once you get into these large firms. So we have the complete array of products. You can basically put in place whatever works for your client, whoever you know, the best fit for them, what works for them. And it's about us helping you achieve that goal for your client, making your client happy, and keeping your relationship good with them.
Louis, this all sounds great, but one of the big concerns that I have is anything to do with the healthcare industry right now, with all the changes that are going on. And is Obamacare going to hold up in front of the court system? Is it not? I mean, why would I want to get in the healthcare business right now?
That's a question that everybody in this industry asks themselves all the time. I'll tell you what, I came in this industry over 20 years ago. I came in before the Clintons were in office, so I've been through all the ups and downs, the ebbs and flows of this particular industry. The one thing I do know for sure is nothing will stay the same and everything will continue to change. And there's nothing wrong with that. If you're within an organization who's got the right philosophy, whose best interest is your best interest and best interest of the team, we're gonna change with the times. Employers are always going to want to know how to retain their employees and have a happy work environment. Those are the kind of people we want to work for. Whatever that looks like in the future, our company and our organization is going to morph with that to do good work. So I'm not worried about what they do in Washington. We're going to figure it out as we go, and we're going to continue to do good work. Anybody who's ever created anything great in business understands that in times of change, and especially times of great change, is also times of great opportunity. And I think that's what we have right now. We have an opportunity to do something great. And how many times in your life do you have a chance to join with something like that? So if any of this appeals to you, if any of it appeals to you, just give me a call. We'll sit down for a couple minutes and talk. If it doesn't, great. And all we're going to find out is if there's any reason to keep talking. So I really appreciate your time. Thanks for being here today. And hopefully we'll talk soon.